quick one on the Akaash Singh situation. My takeaway from all of this is that you have to be very careful how you speak to someone, especially in public, because Myron held a grudge for 3 years. Like this is 3 years in the making. He went on the Flagrant podcast 3 years ago, got a browbeating off Akaash, basically, pretty insulted because there was clearly a clash of ideology. Myron coming from the fresh and fit, like red pill stuff, Akaash obviously hating that and all that, and he kind of dug a bit too deep. And if you go see that podcast at the time, they just take it, like Myron and I don't even know who the other dude's called, but like they just take it and they take the browbeating, they take the insults or whatever. They seem pretty normal on the surface, but 3 years later, this man has like resurfaced and essentially ended Akaash's career. I mean, probably not, who knows, but definitely damaged it beyond any kind of meaningful repair. So that's what I mean by like, you have to watch your mouth, basically, because at the time, Flagrant was a big podcast. Fresh and Fit were just up and coming. And a podcast like Flagrant likes to keep their finger on the pulse of what's happening, like in the social media scene, in society in general, whatever. So they brought on these guests, and it was with an intention to antagonize them because they've got red pill ideology, and the hosts of Flagrant don't like that, obviously. And by digging too deep, by being a bit too insulting, it clearly rubbed up Myron the wrong way, to the point where he's willing to like bring this all to light 3 years later, once the ammo has been provided, which is, to be fair, it is good ammo. It's Akaash's wife acting out, and he was right to like pick up on it. But just the fact that he was willing to do that and went out of his way to do that just shows that he was begrudged by what happened 3 years ago. And the internet's in a situation now where it doesn't matter how long ago something was, it can be brought to light in an instant. It can be made relevant again in an instant. So it doesn't matter if it was 3 years ago. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years ago. There are celebrities going to jail for things they did 10, 20 years ago. So by trying to be relevant, by trying to be flagrant, like the name of the podcast, they kind of dug their grave 3 years ago. And what also is getting shown up is the age of the likes of Akaash Singh and Andrew Schultz. They're in their 40s. And it's clear that they have kind of lost touch with where the internet is at today. The type of followers that people like Myron have, like what they're willing to say, and it's just a different ballgame. It's very brutal. It's very insidious now. So there's no mercy. Like, this is an era where something like Kirkification or Kirkifying is a thing. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's a different ballgame altogether. And these older guys like Schultz and Singh, they're not ready for it. And like, you could tell by the way they had that little skit at the beginning of the Flagrant podcast with the wife. They thought that would fix it. Like, how is that going to fix it? Like, anyone today knows that that's just going to be brushed aside. Like, that could have flown maybe 10 years ago, not today. The era of cancellations because of what you say might be over, but character assassination is very much still a thing. And especially if the ammo is there for it, where you've begrudged someone and things have then come to light in the future that can be used against you. Like, it's very hard to come back from something like that. I don't think Akaash's career will ever recover. Like, he might have to just cope his way through it, basically. Like, just take it on the chin. It'll be a recurring joke for the rest of his career. Kind of like how the Forest situation was for Logan Paul. Like, that will never not be brought up. So yeah, just watch your mouth. That's all it boils down to. You might think that's harsh because the backlash has been very severe and it is going to harm Akaash's career. But at the end of the day, if he didn't like begrudge Myron like that, this would never have happened. There would never have been that like clash in the first place for this to happen. And now you can see what's going on. It's like every turn, every bit they do to like try and rectify is just not going to work now. So it's just going to have to take it on the chin. It's going to be a joke that never goes away. Kind of like Logan and the Forest, that sort of situation. Like, that will always get brought up, but just got to continue. What can you do? Just learn from it.